Hello, hello. Glad you guys made it back safely from Atlanta. What's the process for you guys? Because, us, we you go after the game and then you get on the flight. But it's early. Did you guys, fly back first thing in the morning? Did you guys fly back? Do you drive? Drive. That's fair. Is that normal away game procedure? Like when you can't drive? That's you guys next morning? No. No, I was saying, you guys, quick turnaround. I was just, everyone rested? Everyone good?
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Not that, yeah. Hey, that's the business, I feel for you.
Did you hear from Steph Curry at all since your move yesterday?
Oh, someone sent me that he reposted on his story, so that was pretty cool.
I mean, Steph, you had Cam was talking about you. Stroud was asked about you in this interview. Do you feel the love? I mean, you have to feel the love. There are a lot of people out there who are rooting for you.
Definitely. I'm super grateful. I'm super grateful for all the love, all the support. Cam, like you said, obviously, so much respect, a legend here, and that means a lot. CJ, yeah, that's my brother. It's the same. I'm always rooting for him. We're. I always appreciate it. Just that I'm always a fan of his too. In the same way, we're always, I'm always doing the same thing, checking on him. I love watching him ball, and I'm super excited for him. Going to playoffs again, year two. That's huge. That stuff is. I'm super grateful for that stuff. It's definitely a blessing.
Bryce, when we talked in the locker room with all of your teammates, we asked about you, and immediately everybody smiles or shakes their head, or they're just so excited for you and what you bring. To be able to deliver that to your teammates, how much does that mean if you're playing for them?
Yeah, that means a lot. Again, this is a team sport. We all play for each other, and it's the same way for me. Just being able to go in and build as we are with the foundation of guys we have here with this team. I've been so grateful to be a part of this team, I'm the same way. I have all the confidence in the world in them, all the trust in them, and just knowing that we're in this together. We all are able to trust each other, lean on each other, and play for each other. It's a great thing about being here.
Right, for all of us that know you, you're so in their personality. It doesn't come out all the time for us. They see it on the practice field. Your teammates do. So what we saw when you turned your back and on the pass to Trumbull and the signal touchdown before the ball even arrived, that just seemed to come out of nowhere for us. So where did that come from for you?
I don't know. Just a reaction, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. I never thought about it or planned on it or anything like that. It didn't or cross my mind. It just happened.
Bryce, you mentioned recently, do you feel a sense of vindication at all with how you come back from being benched and played the second half of the season?
I don't know if vindication is a word. I always try to control what I control and just try to be the best version of myself every single day. And I'm going to continue to chase that. Again, this is, yesterday I think just as a team was a good day for sure. But, there's a lot of stuff, we want to get better at. We want to improve at, that we want to work at, that I want to work at. And, every day I'm just going to be just having the approach of being grateful for the opportunity. Grateful for God just giving us that chance. And then just having the attitude to want to improve, wanting to get better, wanting to embrace the good and the bad and grow from it. And that was something that was a big theme for this entire year and is definitely going to be a theme moving forward.
Bryce, is there a safe space in the offseason where you allow yourself to reflect?
Yeah, for sure. I think that's super important. When that time comes, just to be able to reflect on the year, just so I can grow as a person, as a player, as a leader, as a teammate, everything. I think that's super important again. God gives us all these experiences, and I want to do all I can to honor that by learning from it, reflecting on it. It hasn't happened yet. We just got back from the game is like hasn't been 24 hours yet. So, but eventually, for sure, there'll be a time I'll sit down, I'll watch every snap, I'll reflect on stuff on and off the field, and that'll definitely be part of the process.
Are there things in particular that you think you will carry out of this year into the next?
Yeah, I mean, I think this was a great opportunity. One, just being able to build, us having this foundation, obviously, compared to last year, when you're going in and knowing you're restarting and things are different, it's a different approach, and this year knowing, who's, what you're working towards, I have a lot better idea what you have, you never know obviously what the offseason holds and all that, but the foundation is there. So being able to carry that out is huge, and just being able to continue to build, us as a team, having flashes, knowing what we're capable of, and now just the focus, instead of finding it, being on, making it consistent, making it the standard. I think it's a lot better place to be.
Bryce, did the way this season played out, did at times it feel like two different seasons that for you personally as a team?
Yeah, I wouldn't say so. Obviously you can point to certain times where things obviously changed, but for me on a day-to-day, there wasn't really anything that changed. Again, I'm super blessed, super grateful for the opportunities that I've had, and for certain things that have, I guess, you can see from the public eye. But for me, my big thing was just trying to be consistent, whether I was playing or not, whether it was a good day or a good game or a bad game, whatever it may be. So for me, it was really just the emphasis on everything being the same, everything being consistent, trying to learn and grow, but not trying to let something outside dictate, how I operate, how I move on a day-to-day basis. So really, I think it was more consistency than anything.
You played with so much joy this last part of the season. Is that something you had to kind of rediscover? And what has it been like to be able to express that out there?
Yeah, it's been great. Just really, I just learning kind of what it brings, I think, for others. I want to, again, as being a leader, I want to do whatever it is that's best for the team. And, I think, honestly, there's always been comments of outside of how things look like, and, it's great to see this and that. And again, I'm super grateful for all the support that I've received. But I always value the people that I work with. I value my coaches. I value my teammates. I value what they say. And when they've said stuff like that, and they've talked, when, you're doing X, Y, Z, or you're running around, you're smiling, it makes us, it makes us feel good. It makes us have confidence. It gives us that. That's what resonates for me. And again, as a leader, it's my job to do whatever it is that gives our team the best chance to win and have success, and rally the troops and make sure that we're playing our best. And I think that's been honestly the biggest takeaway of everything, is just kind of, I guess, the power that can have to bring others around me.
Bryce, along those lines, how much of a role did Andy play in your kind of realization of that?
Yeah, I mean, huge. Again, me and Andy are super close from when I first got here. Just being able to talk with him through things, him having perspective on a situation that I had never been a part of. I was always leaning on him, always having conversations, and just from a day-to-day basis, we spend, you can't add up the hours we spend here, but we're here every single day, and just being able to have someone that you can bounce stuff off of, ask how you've seen things, ask, again, whether it's X's and O's or it's philosophical things or stuff outside of football or somewhere nuanced in between. He is always there, just trying to help me out, and again, having a guy like that, and who really does it for the right reasons and wants to help, that's super rare. So I'm super grateful for that.
When you talk about the difference between, the last week of the season last year, put up a point on offense, Steve Canales was on the other sideline, to the last week of the season this year, going out the way y'all did, and one of the highest scoring games you've had.
Yeah, definitely super grateful just for us as a team to finish the way that we did. That was something that, again, that means something. That's something that now we have to do the work to make sure, we capitalize on all that, but it's something to build off of. It's something just organizationally that meant a lot. That part is huge. And then again, we, doing our exit meetings and all that, it's so different. And it's good just feeling that building versus, again, again, like, all right, this was it. It's the end of the road. Restart. Now it's all right. This is where we're building. This is where we can still get better, so we can still improve. But this is the vision, and we've already seen part of it come to fruition. Now, how can we take the next step? How can we get better? And just being at that standpoint, and yesterday I think is something that really capped that off. Is definitely a blessing.
JC said it right after the game. You two were talking about next season. Just how excited are you to continue to
Yeah.
How bad you want to get?
Yeah, no, I'm super excited. You can feel that in the locker room, which is huge. Again, we're the off season is what it is. Obviously we're all going to take time to decompress and get away for a second, so that when we come back we can be at our best. But we're all eager to get to that point. I think we all feel like there's there's so much to get better at and so much to improve on, but we believe in each other. We know what we're capable of. Again, we've had so many moments where, we've looked around and, Coach Canales talks about it all the time, of just trying to find moments that's us and find our ball. And I think we found it at times, and now we just being able to have that, now we have to do the work to make sure we can make that our standard, make sure we're consistent in that. And we're excited for that challenge. It's going to take work. It's going to there's going to be adversity. It's going to be there's steps that need to be taken, and I'm super grateful just to be a part of the team that acknowledges that and wants to do that work, wants to make the step, and has that competitiveness about that.
Bryce, do you think Dalton will resign, or how much do you hope that he does?
Yeah, that one's definitely above my pay grade. But I 100% hope he's around again. We're super close. I love having him around. Someone who's been super helpful since I've stepped foot in the NFL. Again, on and off the field. I'm super grateful that he's been part of the room. I definitely hope he's still here. Again, those definitely aren't my decisions. But I've always loved being his teammate. I hope it's able to stay that way.
Bryce,
Different
week to
schools
week,
have thought
there was-
about the time you spent on the sideline, whether it was something that happened to you or for you. As someone who lived it, how do you view it?
I'm a big believer that everything happens for you, especially big picture stuff. I'm a believer that God, handles all that, and God doesn't make mistakes. And, just because something is difficult, whether you agree with it or not, or you enjoy it or not, I want to do everything I can to make the choice to make it beneficial, make it something I can grow from, and just lean in it and trust in God and what it is. Again, God does everything for a reason. I'm a firm believer of that. So, I don't think there's anything that I would point at in my life that I don't think happened for a reason. So I definitely held on to that, still hold on to that. And again, for all experiences, good and bad, whether I understand it now, I've never understood it. I don't get it till later, whatever it may be. I'm always grateful for whatever God has planned for my life.
Bryce, week to week, people would ask Dave Canales, is Bryce Young the franchise quarterback here? And he would always go, it's a week to week thing. But now that attitude seems to have changed. How rewarding is that for you, that you've kind of battled back and kind of shown this organization that you can be franchise quarterback?
Yeah, no, I'm super grateful. Just super grateful for that. Always just wanted to instill belief in the team. Again, as a leader, just learning in this league just the power of what that brings. Power of belief, power of wanting to play for something, to be able to rally people. That was, again, definitely a learning process. And anything that I can do, and just building that and instilling that is definitely something that I take pride in, again, just for us and our growth and our development. So I'm grateful for that. I'm going to continue to keep working, continue to want to keep improving, keep perfecting my craft. But I'm grateful to be doing it here with the people that are here.
Bryce, can I ask you this, in terms of expanding on that, Coach Canales, first-year head coach, highs and lows, had to make some tough decisions. What did he mean to you personally this year and the journey you've taken this year as your head coach?
Yeah, I've always respected so much the consistency that he's had on a day-to-day basis. Coach Canales has come in every single day and has been the exact same person through those ups and downs, and that's not easy to do, especially in his position, having to, hear so many things, having to account for so much, having to make so many decisions, having to be held responsible at such a high level, and regardless of what's been going, again, good or bad, he's come in every single day and been himself. He's been authentic. He's been, he's been who he is. He's been consistent consistent, and I respect that a lot personally, but also as a leader of this organization, him being able to show up in front of the team every day and have the exact same mindset, speak the same way, that sets the tone for us as a team, knowing no matter good, bad, coach is here ready to work and is going to be the same guy. And, you look in the mirror and you say, all right, well, he's here in front of the team on that first team meeting on Monday or Wednesday, whenever, and he's saying, let's get back to work. It's like, all right, well, that's what we need to be doing. So, that's something that personally and as a team has been huge, and I have a ton of respect for it.
Bryce, in terms of that building, Rob Hunt, Damian, Vicky, so many of those guys up front are going to be back next year. How much farther ahead does that push you going into next year?
No, that's huge. Everyone up front. I'm so grateful to be able to play with those guys that work so hard, have been balling all year. Just seeing the work they put in, the culture they've continued to grow and build in that room, and knowing that again a lot of that is coming back again. I'm not like up on all the GM stuff, so I don't know like all the like specifics of it. Sucks, this business part of like everyone moving, but like knowing, like you said, those main pieces, all that is going to be back. For me, like that's huge. Again, just having that trust, knowing what that's going to be like. I definitely don't take that for granted. It's amazing.
We got time for a few more.
Now that you've had time to kind of sit with it, was yesterday the most fun that you've had on the field as a Carolina Panther?
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I've had fun. Yesterday was up there. Like we won, so that was like. It evens it out with the other wins, I guess. But yeah, like I know, like genuinely, like for me, like the most happy I feel is like in the locker room after a win, and like it doesn't matter how it looked, it doesn't matter how it came, like it doesn't matter like the stat line or whatever behind it, like. We have more points than the other team in the end. Like that's when I'm at the happiest. Like, that's what we work so hard for. That's what we all, and being able to be in the locker room with however many guys are in there, and you see them put they're all in that week, and they've been putting their all in that whole year. Everyone happy, everyone's celebrating, everyone's smiling. That's like the most happiness I've had, and yeah, we definitely got to experience that yesterday, which is a blessing.
Did it occur to you that was your first win on the road as a player?
First win on the road. I mean, low key, like I guess I did realize that, and I was like, dang, first win on the road, like. Took a second, but like, yeah, it was cool. I guess I appreciate it. Like, got one off the board, I guess. So, yeah.
Have the divisional rivalries kicked in for you yet? The Saints and Falcons, and just kind of the history of the rivalry between them and this franchise?
No, I think it's just it's cool, honestly, like playing the same team multiple times. Like again, different from like college and before that. Like now there's teams I played like 4 times in 2 years. You're playing the same team most. So I think it's cool, especially those second games where it's like it turns into chess because you already played each other and you see what worked and what doesn't work, but then they know what worked and what doesn't work. So like you're playing that little cat and mouse game. So I think the divisional games is like it's a cool. It's just a cool experience to be able to have those type of matchups. You get familiar with the guys. So yeah, it's been great.
That coach quarterback relationship is so important in this league, especially when he's your play caller, and Dave made the decision after 2 weeks to sit you for a while. How is your relationship right now, and how's it grown in your first year together?
Yeah, no, it's great. Again, I trust him. I'm super grateful for just for him, again, what he means for the team, what he means for the room, what he's meant for me, my development. Again, he's always in the room with us, and just through talking through a bunch of things. So being able to pick his brain has been great. It's been super influential for me, just being able to learn. And again, I have a lot of respect for him personally. Again, just the consistency that he brings, him being able to be himself no matter what. And he's his name's up there a lot when things go well and when things go bad. Like that's a lot of times that's who has to answer for everything, has to talk, and I kind of relate to that. So I have a lot of respect for how he handles that, and again, just I'm grateful to have him around. Again, we're always in the same room, so it's a good relationship. So I'm super excited to continue building with him in the future.
Oh, sorry, last one, Alex. Go ahead. Bryce, what do you want fans to know about this team as it stands today, and what should they expect when you guys are back in a few months?
Yeah, just the resilience that this team had. You know, again, ups and downs. No matter what, we were fighting. We were always looking to finish. We were always looking, you know, to want to be there, to play harder. And again, there's stuff that, you know, maybe didn't always go perfect, but you know, this was a team that didn't quit. That again was always super resilient, and that's something that we pride ourselves in. Again, moving forward, we have tons of work to do. You know, the offseason we have to get better. There's a lot of stuff for us to prove on, but it's a group that wants to do that. That's excited to grow, excited to you know, to get better and to continue to keep building. And thank you guys. Appreciate all the fans for all the support. We're super grateful. End of the year, appreciate you guys too. I guess now that we're here, thank you guys for thank you guys for everything. Yeah, that's my speech. Appreciate you guys.